Hello everyone, I am Carolina Testa, Sigmafine Product Specialist at Pimsoft. Today I will talk about getting started with Sigmafine Hub. This presentation is for those who are interested in Sigmafine Hub and need to know how to proceed in order to get it. Getting started with Sigmafine Hub does not mean to revolutionize your system, it means to improve it instead. Your current Sigmafine models and analysis will be preserved, and the current display will be maintained, even if they need conversion. Also, the configuration that have been implemented in your Sigmafine server will be maintained. It adapts to the current Sigmafine server installation for the Sigmafine version that are supported. Say that you can define the best onboarding plan for your organization, including installation and training. Here the sequence of actions that getting started with Sigmafine Hub requires. First, define installation scenario. In other words, define the architecture of the new Sigmafine Hub system. Second, update Sigmafine system as needed. According to the system requirements, it may be necessary to upgrade the Sigmafine Server version. 3. Install Sigmafine Hub. Optional remote installation package is available for this step. 4. Sigmafine Display conversion. Free online display conversion service is available to all Sigmafine Hub customers. 5. Quick Start orientation. An optional remote installation package by Pimsoft is available also for this step. Let's see all the steps more in detail, starting from the definition of the installation scenario. As we said, the architecture of the new Sigmafine Hub system must be defined, since it may affect the installation process. Installation is easier, for example, if Sigmafine Hub has a dedicated server and a local SQL server. So in other cases, the installation can require some additional checks and actions. Update Sigmafine system. If the Sigmafine Server version is older than 4.6.8, a Sigmafine upgrade is necessary before jumping to the next step of the installation. If the Sigmafine Server doesn't need an upgrade or it has been already done, the installation can take place. It means having Sigmafine Hub installed and connected to the Sigmafine Server with client connection ready to be used. The Sigmafine Hub installation is much easier than the installation that we are used to see for Sigmafine components, and if the requirements are met, it can be performed by users that are not professional IT. In order to describe the Sigmafine Hub installation process, we divide it into a sequence of 4 phases: the planning, the installation, the configuration of the parameters, and the commission of Sigmafine Hub, testing and verifying the final system. In the plan phase, a pre-installation assessment will be made, and the system must be prepared for the next step. During the install and configure phase, the installation itself will be performed, together with the settings of the connection parameters. Depending on the case, the installation phase can be performed entirely by the customer under Pimsoft guidance, or completely by Pimsoft with the customer IT support, or partially by Pimsoft and partially by the customer IT. In the last phase of commission, the whole system will be tested, including the display conversion. The plan phase includes a review of the pre-installation checklist that can be performed by Pimsoft together with the IT team. We will check that all the system requirements are met. And finally, the Sigmafine Server version needs to be verified, since some version needs a patch to support Sigmafine Hub. Once all these points are confirmed, we can move to the next phase. The system requirements for Sigmafine Hub are the following. Microsoft SQL Server must be version 2008 R2 or higher. Microsoft.NET version 4.8, OSIsoft AF Client version 2.9.5. Regarding the browser, both Microsoft Edge and Chrome are okay for Sigmafine Hub. As you can see, all those components can be easily installed by the customer IT. When all the prerequisites are checked and the required third-party software has been installed, the customer should download the Sigmafine Hub installation kit from the Sigmafine support site. At this point, we can proceed with the Sigmafine Hub installation. When the Sigmafine Hub is installed, it needs to be configured and connected to the target Sigmafine server, and if present, to the Sigmafine test server as well. Then one user is configured to access and operate on Sigmafine Hub. Obviously, only authorities account have access to the Sigmafine Hub and to the many services that it supports. The next step is the registration of the Sigmafine server. This is an important step that is performed only once and links the Sigmafine Hub to its license. Then, if required, the patch needs to be installed in the Sigmafine server. Finally, the new system can be tested in order to guarantee all the functionalities, and the last phase of commission can take place. In this step is completed when the Sigmafine Hub application server and the application server are connected, and user can connect to the Sigmafine server via Sigmafine Hub. When Sigmafine Hub is successfully installed, we can skip to the display conversion step. The PI process book displays that were used to work with in Sigmafine can be used anymore in Sigmafine Hub. In order to visualize the Sigmafine model in the Sigmafine Hub visualization tool, the Sigmafine Hub Visualizer, the PI process book display must be converted in a Sigmafine Hub friendly format. This conversion process is very simple and includes only a few steps. Here is a short recap of the display conversion process. The PDI files need to be loaded into the Sigmafine Hub site, where they will be converted. When the conversion will be over, a message will be sent to the user that will be able to download the converted file and load it in the new Sigmafine Hub server of his company. After that, the user will be ready to work with it. Once the displays have been converted and available in Sigmafine Hub, the only missing step is the onboarding of the user. Here, some of the key actions that the user can do with Sigmafine Hub. First, create and manage a user using the Sigmafine Hub admin web app. Then, register on the Sigmafine support site. As we said, only users with permission will be able to access Sigmafine Hub and work with models. They can explore the resources of the Sigmafine support site. They can convert the Sigmafine displays, and after the conversion, the displays can be imported in the new Sigmafine Hub system and used to run the Sigmafine models. All the basic Sigmafine operations, collect element, collect transfer, collect input, run, and publish, will be performed during the visualizer. All the new features of the Sigmafine visualizer will be available, as well as the functionalities and the tricks that can improve the user experience and save time during the balance analysis. The Sigmafine Hub Installation Service package allows you to get Sigmafine Hub completely installed by Pimsoft remotely. Even if Sigmafine Hub installation can be easily performed by the customer, you may need to speed up the process. The installation package includes all the installation steps, from the pre-installation assessment to the test of the client connections. Depending on the case, the installation phase can be performed completely by Pimsoft with the customer IT support, or partially by Pimsoft and partially by the customer IT, depending on the permissions that are given to Pimsoft. Here are the requirements that need to be met for this service. The IT staff of the customer, who is the owner of the system, must be available to support Pimsoft during the process. The service will be performed remotely. That's why Pimsoft will need to access the Sigmafine Hub server remotely in a secure way. In some cases, depending on the Sigmafine version, a patch is required. So in that case, Pimsoft will need to remote access to the Sigmafine servers too. Required network ports must be open for the Sigmafine Hub prior to the installation, and one Sigmafine display must be available for conversion test purposes. Finally, in order to ask for this service, the customer must have an active software maintenance program. The installation service is estimated to take about 8 hours. The installation activity from scratch can take a few hours, but the overall elapsed time may be longer since it depends on the fulfillment of the system requirements and the completion of the pre-installation checks. After the Sigmafine Hub is installed, the easiest way to get started with the new system is with the Sigmafine Hub QuickStart Service. Once Sigmafine Hub is successfully installed on your system, this standard service package will introduce the user to the new Sigmafine Hub. It is an 8-hour remote orientation training divided into 4 sessions, 2 hours each. All the users must be already familiar with Sigmafine, since this is not a Sigmafine user training. This course will show the new graphic interface of Sigmafine's visualizers and the new features. The concepts of Sigmafine, however, are unchanged, so the user will not take too long to understand how to use Sigmafine Hub. With the Quick Start Service package, Pimsoft will introduce you to the new display conversion service. An account for the display conversion must be registered and activated. Pimsoft will assist you during the conversion of one single display to show you the process. Finally, the converted display will be loaded into the Sigmafine Hub and will be ready to be used. Now we see the prerequisite to get the Quick Start service. Since this training is provided remotely, a secure remote access must be granted through dedicated VPN or equivalent to the Sigmafine Hub and Sigmafine Server. Then, at least one Sigmafine display must be available in order to test the conversion, one display for each participant, and the selected display must be correctly synchronized with the Sigmafine model. External internet access must be allowed too for the display conversion service. Finally, the customer should have an active software maintenance program in order to be able to get this service, and the participants should already know the basics of Sigmafine, as we said before. This service, however, comes with some conditions. First, this service package is delivered remotely and requires remote access to the Sigmafine Hub application server and Sigmafine Server. Then, the maximum number of participants is 4. A pre-orientation checklist will be sent and reviewed with the customer to confirm that all the prerequisites are met before proceeding with the orientation session. The orientation session may be recorded by the customer and used for retraining purposes inside the organization only. The Sigmafine Hub Quick Start is an 8-hour training divided into 4 sessions of 2 hours. In this case, the overall duration of the service will depend just on the customer availability and whether the planned will be planned only 1 session per week or 2. Now, if you have any question, let me know.